Mark's journey took an unexpected turn as his fuel gauge dipped dangerously low on a desolate highway. Just as unease settled in, a flickering neon sign pierced the darkness desert in motel. Relieved, he pulled in. Inside, time itself seemed frozen. The dimly lit lobby exuded a 1,950 seconds charm, the air thick with something unspoken. An elderly receptionist greeted him with a knowing smile as he signed an aged, yellowed guest book filled with trembling signatures. On his way to the room, silent guests in outdated attire stared but never spoke. His room, though clean, carried an unnatural chill. A faded family portrait hung on the wall, its painted eyes seeming to shift when he wasn't looking. The night had only just begun, but something told him sleep would not come easily. The night offered no rest. Mark stirred as hushed voices whispered just beyond his door, but when he checked, nothing. The hallway lights flickered erratically, casting shadows that stretched unnaturally. In the bathroom, his reflection hesitated a heartbeat too late, mirroring his every move with a ghostly lag. On the nightstand, an old newspaper clipping appeared detailing a tragic hotel fire from decades ago then. Just as suddenly, it was gone. Footsteps echoed above him, impossibly heavy, yet he was on the top floor. The bedside clock froze at 3:12 a.m., the exact time of the fire. Sleep finally came, but his dreams were haunted screaming guests, blazing flames, terror frozen in time. Then he awoke to silence, but on his bedsheet, a blackened handprint smoldered like a warning. It hadn't been there before. Panic surged through Mark as he rushed to the front desk, only to find the old woman gone. He yanked at the front door, but it wouldn't budge. The windows bricked over, trapped. Then he saw them, the guests from last night, now hideously burned, their charred faces twisted in silent agony. The walls trembled, pulsing with muffled screams. Smoke slithered through the floorboards, flames licking at the edges of the hall. The fire had begun again. Desperate, he ran, dodging collapsing beams and ghostly hands clawing at him, trying to drag him back. Just as the heat became unbearable, a door glowing impossible appeared ahead. With every ounce of strength, he lunged for it, bursting through and tumbling onto the cold asphalt. Gasping, he turned back. The hotel was gone. Only the empty desert remained, silent, as if it had never been there at all. Dazed and breathless, Mark stumbled onto the highway, waving down a passing car. The motel it was burning. I barely escaped, but the driver only frowned. That place? It burned down 50 years ago. A chill crept through Mark's spine. Days later, unable to shake the horror, he returned to the ruins' charred remains, long abandoned. And yet, among the ashes, an old guest book sat untouched. With trembling hands, he flipped to the last page. His name was there. The ink faded, as if it had been written decades ago.